Liberty's Lifestyle Protector was launched this month, 20 years ago. In 20 years, the product evolved and saved lives because this product offers comprehensive cover that can be tailored to grow with the client's needs and provide them with the financial stability that they require at their different life stages. We thought it might be a good idea to catch up with some financial advisors to talk a little bit about the product and how they experience it with their clients. So I'm talking to Patricia Nyamaropa and Phillip Kassel. So I think first of all, maybe you can quickly introduce yourself, Patricia, and I might have pronounced your surname a little bit wrong. I do apologize for that. So Patricia, first of all, can you quickly introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Patricia Nyamaropa. I have been with Liberty Life as a tied agent for the past 14 years.
Okay.
Yes, with pleasure. My name is Phillip Kassel. I'm a financial advisor tied with Liberty, and I've been with Liberty for 30 years. And I'm also very privileged and honored to be in a very select group out of 2,200 advisors as a life member. There are only 17 of us, so I'm quite privileged to be part of that group as well.
Congratulations on that. You obviously worked very hard to get there. So
thank you.
Well done. The purpose of our discussion today is just to expand a little bit on the Liberty Lifestyle Protector. I myself am a client of this product, so very happy to have a chat with you about this. So Patricia, why do you sell this product?
Lifestyle Protector is probably my favorite of all the products that I sell, because it's the one product that protects the whole family. It protects the life assured. It protects anyone who is dependent on that life assured financially. Should that life assured ever find themselves in a position where they can't take care of their family. So yes, particularly in the area of protecting dependents. Because of my background, I've seen a lot of people where a lot of times the breadwinner passes away and life changes completely for the people that are left behind. And Lifestyle Protector really takes care of that situation.
So Phillip, is this something, a product people necessarily ask for? Or is it mostly something you tell them about? Which is then obviously an easy sell for anyone?
Look, it is an easy sell. You need to understand that even though we have a market that is very much more informed than they were before, they don't really know our products. They rely on two things. They rely on the relationship they have with the advisor, and they rely on the brand that Liberty has. So it's not necessarily a question which says, I want a particular product. Okay. They say to me, I have a particular need. And then we go into the holistic approach. We evaluate what it is they require. And when it comes to risk, for me, there is no alternative. It is definitely the Lifestyle Protector because of what it offers.
Patricia and Phillip, both of you. So let's start with Patricia. Is there any stories where this product really was a lifesaver for a client?
Yes, yes, I do have a story. One of my favorite stories is a young lady who passed away in her 30s. And her sister had passed, her younger sister had passed away, and she had adopted her sister's daughter. She also had her own son. And so she passed away. She had another sister, there were three sisters, now there was only one left. That sister was going to take care of the children, but the biggest need was not who's going to take care of the children. The biggest need was provision for the children. And fortunately, she left life cover. She also had educator. And their lives changed after she passed away. I mean, fortunately also the sister allowed me to manage the funds that were left. And so the first thing we did was renovate the house where the children were living, make sure that she has a car to be able to take the children to school. But the biggest thing for me in this case probably is the educator. These children, it's been 7 years now since my client passed away. Liberty is still educating those children. What excites me the most probably is the fact that these children have a quality of education that my client would never ever been able to afford had she been alive.
Yeah.
You know, so this is it's a great story for me because I am in the process of planning even now so that the children can go abroad for tertiary because the product allows that.
That is amazing. It's nearly, I want to use the word bittersweet, right?
Bittersweet, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Phillip?
I have a couple of stories, if you don't mind, but the first one is they're both very gratifying, and fortunately neither of these clients died. So I wanted to talk more about one of the benefits. So I got a call from my client. Let's call my client Dave. Actually, the call didn't come from Dave, it came from his wife. And his wife phoned me and said there's a very, very big problem. And she was so distressed and stressed. And I immediately went out to their home. And the wife was there, and the children were there. And I saw my client, and my client had just suffered a stroke. And he couldn't talk. He couldn't say anything. But more importantly, he couldn't even tell his family what his password was to get into his bank account so that they could pay the bond and get food. And I immediately said, just leave this with me. And within 2 or 3 days, we had organized a massive payout on the dread disease. We call it living lifestyle benefit. And obviously the stroke was pretty severe, and the money obviously helped them dramatically. He went for therapy. He was assisted quite a bit. But unfortunately, even though his position improved, he wasn't able to go back to work at full capacity. And I then said to him, well, and this is one of the benefits of the Lifestyle Protector. Not only did he have the living lifestyle or dread disease benefit, I'd also given him the disability benefit. And on the basis of that, we were able to then board him by giving him the disability cover. So there are 2 benefits that we paid out. This client of mine, Dave, is still alive, and he enjoys a wonderful retired life based on the funds that were given to him. Very briefly, the second story is quite similar. It's a client of mine who had a particular job which required that he moved things around. It was very physical, and something happened, and the bottom line was that he couldn't do his job anymore, and he also was disabled on his disability cover, and we paid him out the maximum disability cover because he could no longer do the job for which he had been trained. And disability covers you for your training, your skills, your knowledge, and more importantly, your status. So his status didn't befit him to do anything else, and therefore we paid him out on the disability cover. The story goes one step further. He was now unable to work. We had paid him out a substantial amount of money, which he reinvested, but even though he was getting an income from the investment, he became very depressed because he felt that he had lost his dignity. Guess what? The disability cover kicked in again, but this time on the depression side, and he was paid out a second time. This man now lives retired, very comfortable, because through the Lifestyle Protector and its ancillary benefits, these two clients of mine are now happier because of the financial reward that they were given based on the cover they took out with Liberty.
I really hope that there are some consumers that will listen to this interview, because, you know, when you listen to these stories, you just realize the importance of this cover, educator, the life cover, and then how different a client's life would be if they didn't have any of this. So when do people buy this product? Is it when something bad happens to someone they know? Is it when COVID strikes? Is it when they are young and they have no clue? Patricia, your experience.
I think my experience and Philip's experience is very different, because he said his clients come to him and they say they have this need. In my experience with the clientele that I deal with, we have a huge job of educating people about these products.
100%.
So in most cases, they buy because I tell them, you sit down and you ask them questions. Tell me, if you are not able to provide for your family because you are not there, because you've become disabled, what would happen to your family? So in my experience, most of my clients buy because I'm asking these questions. What would happen if this happens? And that's how they are able to see that they actually have a need that they were not aware of. In most cases, that's how it is for me.
Okay. Phillip?
Well, you know, Patricia, my situation is not dissimilar to yours. I'm going to use different words. Our prospects who become our clients don't know what they don't know. And it's our job to uncover that and disturb them to the extent, that's it exactly, to the extent that they realize, hey, you know what, I'm not too young and I'm not too old. I need to protect myself in the form of dread disease cover or income protection. I need to protect my family in case I die, in case I become a burden to them. So it's not dissimilar. I mean, people don't just phone up and say, yeah, today I want to take out this particular risk product. I think you and I, Patricia, are very similar in that regard. It's a constant sell, 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 but we do it in such a way that we disturb them and they realize, I have to go, I need to buy this. I need to buy this. It's like going to the dentist and the dentist says after he's done his x-ray, well, this is the tooth that needs to be fixed and you are suffering in pain. And the dentist says, well, today is this particular date. I can do it in 7 weeks' time. That's when I'm available. Life cover is exactly the same. Risk cover is exactly the same. You don't want to wait 7 weeks with that pain in your mouth. So what you need to do is to say, well, you know, you'll be doing yourself and your family a massive favor by investing in yourself and protecting the single most asset, and that is you, yourself, and your earning potential. That's what Lifestyle Protector does.
So how often, just a random question, how often do you see clients that has absolutely no cover? Because a lot of us know the financial advisor, know the role of the financial advisor, has something in place, want to change, maybe want to upgrade. But how often, percentage-wise, maybe, do you see clients that have had no life insurance, no disability, nothing? Patricia?
Yes, I do see clients that have nothing, maybe 30% of the time.
Sure, that's quite a lot.
Yeah, for me, I think maybe about 30% of the time.
Phillip?
Well, I think you're fortunate. With me, it's more than half.
Really?
Well, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to become disabled. It happens to 3% of people. You know, I need money for the weekend. I need money for my December holidays. So the majority of people are more interested in the short, medium, and longer term investment approach. And it's our obligation. If we really want to help people, it's our obligation to say to them, look, if you want a roof over your heads, you need a foundation. And the foundation is risk cover. So it doesn't matter how old or how young you happen to be. I have seen amongst the people that I've come across, which is in excess of 18,500 people in 30 years, that sadly more than half of them don't know anything about risk cover. And if they do, it's something that is way off in the future. I'll do it at a later age. And as you quite correctly said, when something like COVID or something like a dear friend or a family member dies or something happens to them, only then do they wake up and say, hey, I need something. And also when something has happened to them themselves and they've just like had a heart attack or cancer, then of course they're coming to you, but it's too late. And that's the sad thing.
Yeah, sure. I'm amazed about the numbers that you've shared. Sure. Patricia, in essence, why has Lifestyle Protector been going on for so long? Why is it popular with clients? What is the secret here?
I think it's really an amazing product. The fact that Liberty has bundled a lot of different benefits in one product probably is one reason. And the second reason probably that it is priced so well. It's competitive. Yeah.
That's important.
Mm.
Phillip?
Well, there are a few things here, but the very first one is what I call chameleon. It's a chameleon approach, or another animal, an octopus approach. It changes as your lifestyle changes, but you can add on a whole lot of different tentacles. You can add on the kids, you can add on the spouse, you can remove benefits, you can add benefits. You don't have to take out different products. So you just need the one product, which is great. Many people get very wary when they say, oh, you're trying to sell me another product. Is there more commission there for you? And the bottom line is you don't. You can add or subtract to that particular product, the Lifestyle Protector, as that person's lifestyle needs change. And that's what I find great about it. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think over the years we've seen that flexibility and personalization is really critical in our industry, and it's becoming more so than ever now. That is the audience that we deal with, and it doesn't matter if they're old or young. That is what people want. They want to change it when their needs change. So that is definitely then a great product. Patricia, Phillip, thank you very much for your time. Phillip, you must enjoy the rest of your holiday in Sun City. Appreciate your time, and thank you for the change that you bring to the industry and for saving lives. I really appreciate your time. This is me, Rianet Whitehead, FAnews Editor, signing off.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.